know, I'm not a celebrity. Looking camp right in the eye. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. I know I'm a little bit discombobulated with the makeup right now. You can already see from the title we're gonna be doing some makeup together, but I already went ahead and did my graphic liner, so let me tell you about what I'm wearing. I used a multi-chrome, is it a duochrome or a multi-chrome? A duochrome water activated liner today from Advocacy Beauty, formerly Glam Vice. Mine still says Glam Vice on it, but it's this really beautiful like burgundy to green shift. I don't know if you're gonna be able to pick it up on camera, but I feel like you can see it better on my eyes here. Yeah, when it hits a certain angle, you can really see that goldy green bronzy shade popping through. And as I always like to do with duochromes or multi-chromes, I put it over a black base. This is my by Melolops Radioactive Water Ink in the shade Toxic, just a nice black liner base. And I was feeling something kind of bold today, a little punchy, kind of wanted to give you a little bit of this emoji here today, and I feel like it worked out for me. But that's not what this video is about. You did not click on this video to find out what emoji I based my eye makeup off today. No, you clicked on this video because you, like me, have an interest in me testing more TikTok trends and hacks. I'm saying trends and hacks because some of these, you know, as I always like to give a disclaimer with these TikTok tested videos, I know that most of the trends on TikTok did not start on TikTok, whether they started on YouTube or whether they started decades ago, way before social media even existed the way it does today. But the trends and hacks I'm going to be talking about today have recently gone viral on TikTok, and therefore you've seen them across a wide variety of platforms. You know, when something goes viral on TikTok, it usually also goes viral on Instagram like 2 weeks later. So I thought I'd try them here on YouTube with you guys here today. I like to bring these TikTok trends to YouTube because, you know, when you watch a little 60-second or less video, you don't always get to see the struggles in between those. If there are struggles, we don't know because we don't get to see the whole process. So I like to do them on YouTube so you can actually see the whole process. And the hacks slash trends I'm going to be testing here today are, one, the pink concealer trend. I'm really excited about this one because I have only recently gotten into color correcting over the last year, and I usually use a peachy color under eye corrector, and I feel like that works well for my cool undertones, but I've seen a lot of people who also look like they have cool undertones doing it with the pink, and it looks really good on them. So I actually just purchased this Maybelline concealer. I know this Maybelline concealer's been around for forever, but this is their pink one. It's called their corrector shade, and it's a pink concealer. And then the other hack I want to do is the heated lash curler. That's been a big one I've been seeing all over my For You page. People have been showing these incredible before and afters using these heated lash curlers, so I definitely want to test that one too. And lastly, I'm gonna test the celebrity skin trend. I know that's not like really a trend, but there was this viral TikTok going around where this person had a friend who was a celebrity makeup artist, and she asked her what's the red carpet makeup look, how do you get their skin to look so good, and she gave her like 3 different products to use, so I'm gonna be testing those today too. So if that sounds like a topic that is interesting to you and you want to see me put these TikTok makeup hacks to the test, then I encourage you to please subscribe and keep on watching because it's coming at you right now. Alright, so I'm going to start with the celebrity skin makeup trend that's been going around. First, let me show you the video that inspired this whole thing. So basically, I don't think I'm going to be able to use the audio because it'll get copyright claimed, but basically this person says that their friend is a celebrity makeup artist, and they ask them, how do celebrities get that gorgeous red carpet glow? And they say that, one, you need to use a glowy hydrating primer. They recommend the Becca one or an e.l.f. primer, and then they say that you should go in with something like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter for a Hollywood Superstar Youth Glow, you know, like a nice glowy all over highlight sort of thing, and then over that dot over a skin tint, not a foundation, a skin tint, and then you go in and blend them together and it gives you this gorgeous flawless filter. I don't have all of the specific products that they used, but I feel like, you know, we gotta adapt this for what you got. You gotta work with what you got. And she said use a glowy primer, so I'm gonna go in with the Nyod Photography Fluid, which my friend Cami sent to me. Oh my gosh, it's so interesting. I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet, but basically it is a glowy primer like they said to use, and this one does have a little bit of color correcting properties, so I feel like that'll help me with some of my redness here. So let's go in with it. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. Okay. Normally for my glowy primer, I would use something like a Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter or my Auric Glow Lust, but that seems like it doesn't come until the next step, and the glowy primer that they used didn't have any tint to it, so that's why I'm sticking with this Nyod one. And it's also very hydrating because, you know, it's a skincare brand, so it feels very much like a serum. This is really nice feeling, actually. Like I said, this is my first time using it. It's so hard to do primer after eyebrows. I'm trying so hard not to mess up my brows. All right, glowy hydrated base, a check. Wow, that is a beautiful glow. Like I said, never used this until today. This is really nice. Okay, I'm thrilled so far. All right, for the next step, I took out my earrings and I put my hair up in a clip because we're gonna be doing some blending of the foundation. I don't want it to get into my hair. Okay, but like they said in the TikTok, now we're gonna go in with a glowy all over product instead of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter for Hollywood Superstar Youth Glow, which I actually do have still, but mine's expired, so probably not a good idea to use it. I'm gonna go in with the Auric Glow Lust. If you've watched my channel any other time before, you know I swear by this, and I think it's a better dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one. This one's just like slightly thicker, but honestly, it does the same thing. It has the same blurring effect. And so the way they do it in the TikTok is they literally just like dot it all over their face, which is interesting. Normally, like I said before, I use this as my glowy primer and I just rub it in like a serum with my fingers all over my face. So kind of interesting to go in with this dotting motion, but I'm trusting the process. What do I know? I'm not a celebrity. Now we have to go in with our skin tint, and they were very adamant. It's not a foundation. You have to go in with a skin tint, and the only skin tint I have in my collection is the Huda Beauty Glowish Multi-Dew Skin Tint. So I'm about to be the glowiest lady you ever did see, but that's celebrity skin, right? It's very glowy. We're under the lights of the red carpet. What red carpet event am I going to in my fantasy here? Am I going to the Grammys? Am I going to the Golden Globes? I don't really watch celebrity award shows. Ooh, I'm going to the Met Gala. Yes, I've decided that is my celebrity event that I'm going to. How exciting. And the theme, of course, is camp, and camp I am doing. Looking camp right in the eye. What's that thing Carly Kloss did? Looking camp right in the eye. Okay, back to business, back to business. All right, I'm dotting my skin tint on, and I almost forgot, you're not supposed to use a brush to blend it in, you're supposed to use a beauty sponge. So I have these little Shop Miss A sponges that I haven't even used before. So let me go wet this real quick. Oh my gosh, look at how much bigger it got. This is wild. Oh, okay, let me go in and start blending. I never use beauty sponges, for the record. I am not the biggest fan because I feel like they tend to absorb most of the product. That's why I typically like to go in with the flat top kabuki brush, because I feel like you get the best coverage that way. But, you know, I'm trusting the process. It's celebrity skin, so maybe it's intended to absorb some of the product. I'm a little worried that my sponge is too damp. Like, how damp is a damp beauty sponge? Those of you who use a beauty sponge on the regular, can you tell me how wet it's supposed to be? Because I feel like I squeezed a ton of water out of this thing, and as I'm putting it on my face, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so wet. It's too wet. I don't know how wet it's supposed to be. Do I use the bottom? Do I use the butt of it? Oh, I don't know. I do like the noise, though. I don't typically like ASMR sounds, but this, yeah, that's nice. I like that a lot. All right, I think I'm totally blended. What do you guys think? I mean, the glow is undeniable. That glow is gorgeous. I was a little worried. Like I said, I used 3 incredibly glowy products. Like the skin tints I've seen most people using on TikTok are not like so glowy, whereas the Huda Beauty Glowish Skin Tint is like practically the same product as the Auric Glow Lust with like a little more coverage. Like it's so glowy, but I love the way it looked, and I'm shocked that you can't see the redness on my cheeks after going in with a sponge. Like I said, as I was applying, I typically like to apply with the brush because I feel like I lose so much coverage with the sponge, but here I am with coverage somehow. I don't know. What is this sorcery? I feel like my skin looks amazing. I really like this hack so far. But okay, I feel like I need to do my concealer now so I can get the visual for the whole complexion. So let's move on to the next hack. So it looks like the way I've seen most people do it, I watched Rose Ciard's video doing this pink concealer hack. She went in with her regular concealer first and then went over it with the pink concealer. So she said to apply a light amount of your regular concealer first, so I'm gonna go in with my NYX Concealer Serum because this shade honestly is like almost my skin tone, so I feel like it's a really good natural concealer to go in with rather than a brightening concealer. It looks like most people have gone in with like a little bit more of a natural shade to start with, and I love the NYX Concealer Serum for the under eyes. It's super hydrating and very natural looking. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with my pink concealer. As you can see, this is brand new. I'm gonna rip my little sticker off. Nice. The concealer a lot of people used in the concealer hack video, the one Rose used, is from a brand called EXO, EXO, or is it EXA? Oh, I hope I'm saying it right. But I did look up that concealer and it was $26. That's why I am holding this Maybelline concealer that was $6. And like I said at the beginning, this is marketed as a corrector shade. It's not marketed as a regular one, so I feel like it's all doing the same thing. And I've never used this type of concealer before. This was like a cult classic on YouTube years ago, and I feel like I'm finally getting to participate. Okay, it's emerging. It's emerging. Oh, it's coming out the top. Ah, so cool. Okay, not gonna lie, a little anticlimactic. So let's take a look at it on the back of my hand so we can see what it looks like before I apply it. That's pink. That's super pink. I don't know how well it's showing on camera. That is a lot pinker than the concealers I normally go for. I do also want to show you, just for reference, the color corrector I typically go in with, for those of you who watch my channel all the time and want to see like what's the difference. So this is my Flower Beauty under eye color corrector. I have the shade Light Peach, and I'm gonna swatch that right next to the Maybelline one. And yeah, you can see the one I go for has more oranginess to it. It's definitely like a true peach, whereas this is pink. Oh my gosh, it's like all bubbling out now, of course. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with just a little bit. It looks like most people just go in with like a literal dot. And from what I've seen, they put it kind of just like in the center of their under eye. So I am following the trend. Is this enough? Let me do a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie, it feels really weird to be putting a color corrector on after concealer. Like I typically do it first, so trusting the process. Oh, I feel like I need to watch the video again. Am I supposed to wait now? Do you let it sit? A lot of people like to let their concealer sit. Oh, Rose didn't even put on a dot first. She just put it right on her brush. Dang it. It's hard when you watch so many different people doing a trend and everybody does it a little bit of a different way. But either way, she does not let it sit. She just goes right in. So we're gonna go right in. I just got this concealer brush too. Did I say that already? I just got a Real Techniques concealer brush when I got my Maybelline one. So I can do the brush thing like everyone's been doing. Okay, it's blending out. This Maybelline concealer is supposed to be like a medium to full coverage. So at least that's what the package said, but it's looking to be a little more on the medium side, which I am thrilled about. I love a medium coverage concealer. Okay, get the pink just disappeared, I think. Okay, let me go back in for this side. I really like this brush. Wow, that looks like super brightened. Ooh. Okay, I like that so far. I gotta watch the video one more time to make sure I'm not supposed to go over it with regular concealer again. Okay, it looks like that's it. It looks like you don't go back in with regular concealer afterwards. I really like the way it looks, but I want to turn down the brightness because I feel like I'm a little washed out. And hopefully you can see how truly bright it is when I turn the brightness down, and it doesn't look wonky at all on my skin. I was a little worried it was gonna look too much like pink concealer, because sometimes I will just wear my color corrector on its own and I think it looks fine, but then I catch myself in the mirror later and I'm like, ugh, you look a little off. So I think putting on the regular concealer underneath was a great call, and just going over it with a touch of the pink concealer. I love this hack. I gotta turn the brightness back up now. I really like this hack. I feel like for my undertones, it works beautifully. Color correction is definitely something you have to pay attention to your undertone with. Like if you have a deeper skin tone, you might want to go more towards like a corally orange shade or even a red shade for color correction. Not even just for deeper skin tones too, just depending on what you're trying to correct. Like if you have really dark under eye circles, you might want to go in with something that's a little more orange or yellow or even green if you're trying to correct redness. But I feel like for my purposes, just like brightening, the pink, all the chefs are kissing. I love it. I really like this hack. All right, hello. I went ahead and put the rest of my base makeup on off camera. Just a little bit of my e.l.f. putty bronzer, my Milk lip and cheek tint in the shade Work, keeping it with the creams, keeping it very glowy today. And now we get to move on to the last hack, which is a heated lash curler. Here is the Tik Tok I am referring to. Now, there's a lot of different options for these heated lash curlers. A lot of people are using one from Grande Cosmetics. Some people got theirs off Amazon. Altogether, they're very expensive, and I am a cheap lady. So what I'm gonna show you how to do is something that I have done for a couple of years now. I'll be honest, I don't do it every time I do my makeup, but there's other ways to heat up your lash curler without buying an expensive device. All you need is a regular lash curler and a lighter. Was that cool? Did that look cool? I still got my hair pulled back so I don't accidentally set my hair on fire. Now, huge cautionary warning, if you are watching this, I don't think many people watch my channel who are kids, but if you're under 18, you gotta go get a grown-up for this one, okay? Do not do this on your own, okay? You need to go get a grown-up who can help you and supervise this with you. Honestly, even if you are a grown-up, go get a buddy. Don't do this alone. Bert's here. He's under the blanket. I have a buddy. It's all fine. So first things first, when doing this hack, make sure that your lash curler is clean. You might think, why wouldn't my lash curler be clean? Well, you get little bits of eyeshadow on there from other times you curled your lashes, and you definitely want to make sure you wipe that off because you don't want to heat that stuff up and then you get a huge smudge on your eyelid. So definitely clean this off first. And now the way you're going to heat up your lash curler is we're not going to put the flame directly onto the lash curler. No. That could melt the little silicone part here, and if it touches the actual metal part, it'll actually leave behind a little like bit of ash there, so you don't want it to actually touch it. What you're gonna do is make sure you're away from anything flammable. You're in an open area here. Now you're gonna turn on your lighter and just hold it near the lash curler, like right under it here. If you can manage to get the flame between the two crevices, that's good. You also don't have to do this for very long. And the other thing you're gonna notice is I'm not gonna go right in on my eye now. No, it's gonna be way too hot. You can touch it with your finger. I can feel that it's pretty hot. You know, I left it on there for a while because I was explaining as I was talking. So now what I'm gonna do is let it cool down just a little bit. Even with those heated lash curlers I saw people using, it looked like they never got like piping hot. Like you don't want this to feel like a flat iron. I know it's supposed to be like curling your hair like with a curling iron, but you don't want it to feel quite that hot. Okay, so I've given mine a few seconds to cool off. And now I'm gonna show you the magic of a heated lash curler. So now we're gonna go into my lashes. You wanna pump it like quite a few times. I used to just do one. I definitely like to do more now. You can even hold it for a second here. I'll be honest with you, I don't have too much of a technique here, but that feels like a good enough amount of time. And holy freaking moly, dude. Can you see that? Let me zoom you in a little further. That's freaking nuts. I don't have any mascara on yet. That is without any mascara. So you can only imagine how cool my lashes are gonna look with mascara on. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Should I do the other one too? Ugh, I was gonna do a comparison, but like, do you really wanna see a comparison? I wanna do the other lash now. It's such a fun little hack and so much cheaper than buying one of those lash curlers. Like they are cool, but I don't like to buy gimmicky things just because I saw them on TikTok, especially when you can literally get the same result. Like I feel like my lashes look the same as the people in the TikToks did just by using my little lighter and eyelash curler hack. This Revlon lash curler was like $3 and this lighter was like 99 cents. So pretty cheap hack. And I'm gonna reiterate again, please do not go right into your lashes right after you do the lighter thing, even if you think like, oh, the hotter the better. No, it is not worth getting a burn on your eyelid. Your eyelid skin is so thin and so sensitive. You do not want to risk getting a burn there. So even with it just being warm, it's still gonna get the job done. So now I'll go in and do the same thing on this side. I do think holding it helps. Truly treating it like a curling iron where you do like hold the iron on your hair for a little bit so that it can get that curl. And holy freaking wow, these are my better lashes too. You know how everybody has an eye where like the lashes are a little bit better? This is my better eye. Look at how long they look. Oh my gosh, got a little bit of ash there. Don't worry about that. So cool. Okay, now let's add mascara so we can really take these lashes to the skies. And I have a brand new Maybelline Sky High mascara. This is my favorite mascara of all time. I know it's also very popular on TikTok, so very fitting. And now let's look at how mascara can help us. All right, there you go. That's just one coat, still looking really good. I feel like it looks honestly not all that different from when I put the mascara on it. I typically like to layer up my mascara a little bit, but you can see it held a curl even with the mascara over it. So now I'm gonna go in with my second layer. All right, and there you have it. There it is with 2 layers. I love my lashes with 2 layers of mascara. I feel like that's the perfect amount. The first one's a good like base, a good primer, and then the second one really takes the lashes to the next level. And you can see even with 2 layers of mascara, it still holds a curl really, really well. And I love it. All right, I went ahead and put mascara on the other eye off camera. And you guys, with that, it's the end of the video. We did all of the hacks. Here's the finished look. Take one last look at the skin. I feel like now that I have the whole look together, I'm like, wow, I am giving celebrity skin. I am giving celebrity red carpet makeup. Let me take out my hair clip, shake out my hair a little bit here, zoom you out. Oh, I'm missing my nose ring, missing my little fake nose ring. Let me put that in to really tie the whole look together, and with that, we have reached the final look. What was your favorite hack that I did today? This is the first TikTok hacks tested video that I actually liked all of them. I'm blown away, especially with the skin hacks. I feel like a lot of TikTok skin hacks, like base makeup hacks, are like add a ton of powder here, add 8 layers of concealer here, and usually I don't even want to try those because my dry skin could never with all of that powder. Actually, to be fair, I'm pretty sure the celebrity red carpet skin hack, you were supposed to put powder in the T-zone afterwards, but may I be frank with you, viewer? I don't currently own any face powders because I don't like wearing them. Maybe someday, but I don't have a powder to use. I still think it turned out so well. Can you see the apple of my cheek right now? Do you even see the apple of my cheek? I'm so glowy, oh my gosh. So I thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I live stream most Saturdays. I'd love to have you. Check out my description box for all of the makeup details of all the makeup I used today. Also, my description box, I'll have a bunch of Black Lives Matter resources, resources to support the Asian American community, resources to support the LGBTQ+ community, and resources to support Ukraine. So please check out those links if you haven't yet. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!